If you feel like you might have a little voice in your head that's telling you it's time to stop pumping or breastfeeding, here are some signs that it might be a good time to stop. The first sign is if it's just not working for your lifestyle. Whether you work a really high-stress job, or you have a bunch of toddlers crawling all over you, or maybe your baby has an intolerance that's making you have to cut foods out of your diet. If breastfeeding isn't working for your lifestyle, it might be time to quit. Number 2 is if you constantly have supply issues and it's causing you anxiety. A lot of women might just have low milk supply and there's nothing they can do to change it just because of their glandular tissue. If you've always had problems with your supply and you're only making a couple ounces a day, it might be time to quit and switch to formula. Next reason is if you have a major oversupply or you struggle with clogs or mastitis. While there are ways to combat clogs and mastitis, some women are just going to be more prone to it than others. So if you're constantly getting mastitis or clogs and having to go on an antibiotic or do other things to get rid of those, it might be time to stop. Another reason is exhaustion, because your energy levels and your mental health matter. If you have to pump so many times during the day, or you're still pumping at night, or you have to wake up early to pump or stay up late to pump, that exhaustion is going to take a toll on you. So if quitting pumping is going to make you a better mom because you're not exhausted all the time, that's a no-brainer. It's time to stop. If you struggle with postpartum anxiety or depression, you are probably more prone to having issues with your supply or issues with nursing or breastfeeding, just because there's this primal instinct that's really being kicked up that says, like, we need to make milk for our babies. And that is only exacerbated by postpartum anxiety and postpartum depression. So at the end of the day, make a pros and cons list. I know it sounds basic, but that's what I did to decide to stop pumping. And as soon as I made that list, the answer was like blatantly clear. Because literally the only pro on my pros list was I get to provide breast milk for my baby. And the cons greatly outweighed the pros. There's a video on my profile about why I chose to stop pumping specifically if you guys want to watch that. At the end of the day, your mental health matters. I know that your baby's nutrition and health matters as well, but your mental health matters too. And you can have both of those things. You can have a healthy baby and a healthy mom without breastfeeding. There are so many kinds of formula now that are healthier than maybe the traditional older kinds of formula. So I'd recommend finding a clean, organic formula that makes you feel better about giving it to your baby. We're using Bobby formula. I'm going to make a video about this later, but we're using Bobby formula. It's super clean, doesn't have corn syrup, doesn't have palm oil. So I feel really good about giving that to my baby. At the end of the day, do what is best for you, because at the end of the day, fed is best, and your baby is going to get fed whether or not you are breastfeeding. Happy baby feeding!